What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be returning to our Legend Spotlight series with one of my favorite characters in the game from a narrative standpoint, Wattson. Now, before we get started, I want to let you guys know that I stream on Twitch every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Follow me on Twitter to ask me any questions about Apex that you might have, or to keep up with giveaways that I'm planning to do in the future. Check me out on TikTok if you're interested in seeing the smaller, condensed, distilled version of the videos that you love to see on YouTube. And join the Discord if you want to be a part of my community and play with me on community days. As always, I want to ask you guys to please go check out J-Storm, Saucy, and Luminous, the guys that I was collaborating with on this video. They're my personal friends, and I wouldn't be able to get these videos without them, so go check them out. And if you do, make sure you let them know that Danny sent you. Alright, now it's time to talk about the Eye of the Storm herself, the static defender and the most adorable legend in the games, Wattson. Natalie Paquette, otherwise known as Wattson, is a defensive legend who excels at defending choke points and small interior areas. Like Caustic, she's designed for players with a slower playstyle. However, I want to clarify something that some people misunderstood in my Caustic video. Many of you seem to believe that I'm saying you shouldn't play these characters aggressively. In reality, my argument is how you play aggressively should be different with a defensive legend than with an assault legend. For example, you could push very hard with Wattson, but your focus should be controlling the area from which you're fighting with your fences and your pylon, rather than if you were playing Wraith, for example, where your focus should be using your abilities to get in, do damage, and get out. Defensive legends are your rock, assault style legends are water. The creator Rogue Wraith has a great video about controlling your position as Wattson that I highly recommend you guys check out. Link is in the description. I personally saw the most success playing Wattson aggressively, using her abilities to control the pacing and direction of fights, and it's for that reason that I recommend doubling down on weapons that could do damage quickly up close. I was running either a Volt, a 99, or a 301 coupled with a Mastiff whenever I could find that loadout. However, if you're looking to play more passive, I'd advise you to hold on to a sub or a shotgun so you could punish those who push through your fences. Maybe potentially pair that with a Hemlock. Wattson is kind of the opposite of Octane in that you don't really see her that often in pubs, but she's pretty common in ranked and competitive play. Octane is kind of the inverse of that. The reason you see Wattson in those types of games is because her pylon allows you to conserve shields and her fences allow you to control positioning very well. However, the meta has shifted and you see a lot of Caustic these days, but I personally believe that Wattson overall is better for the team. Let's talk about Wattson's kit. Wattson Like Crypto is one of the legends whose whole kit is weaved together and is intended to work in conjunction. Her passive Spark of Genius allows her to supercharge ultimate accelerants to fully charge her ult. Additionally, she's the only legend who could stack the accelerants in her bag, allowing her to constantly be ready with her pylon. I encourage you to take advantage of this, as I'm going to recommend you place a pylon every fight. I took to carrying at least 2 at a time, but 4 was kind of my max as I wanted to make use of the rest of the space in my bag. One last note on her passive is Wattson is a low profile character, meaning that because her hitbox is smaller and therefore harder to hit, she takes 5% more incoming damage. So keep that in mind, especially when you're fighting one of the fortified legends where you're potentially at a significant disadvantage. Now let's talk about Wattson's ultimate ability, the Interception Pylon. Place an electrified pylon that destroys incoming ordnances, repairs damaged shields, and reduces the cooldown of your tactical ability. The most important piece of advice I can give you in regards to this ability is to use it liberally. Whenever you're fighting in a building or holding any kind of cover, place this down to make better use of your fences and protect yourself and your teammates from incoming ordnances. That includes airstrikes, caustic ults, grenades, even Bangalore smokes. However, keep in mind that if the pylon doesn't have a clear line of sight to the incoming ordnance, it won't be able to destroy it. Also be mindful of the sight lines and where you're placing it. You can see right here in this clip, I placed it in a really bad spot and it's immediately destroyed. It only has 150 health, so it's in your best interest to place it somewhere where it's got a little bit of cover. Your pylon can be extremely consequential in a fight. You see here how it defends us from all of the grenades that otherwise would have forced us out of cover. Even though we were physically in a worse position, the ult allowed us to chip away and ultimately allowed us to push in and roll this team. I broke one of them.
I'm getting in on him.
Braver. Knocked one. The last thing I'm going to mention is the obvious use of the ult to recharge your tactical, and this is actually a great segue into the final part, of Wattson's kit, the perimeter security fences. One of the most important things to remember with your fences is don't think of them as traps. They are perimeter security. Their purpose is to protect you from flanks by slowing, damaging, and alerting you to enemies when they cross. The fences also serve to force enemies into chokes like in this clip right here. This bloodhound wants to push us, but because they're afraid of the fence, they run into the other door where I'm waiting with a mastiff.
I'm thinking you're old.
Yeah, not a good decision, buddy! While the fences only do 15 damage, they stun enemies and can give an opening that otherwise would not have been possible. For example, in this clip, my team pushes haphazardly, leaving me in a 3v1. It's early game, so my heals are minimal, and I know this team is likely to push me. So I retreat back to my fences where I could play from a more advantageous spot. And even though I go on to lose the encounter, the fences and my pylon give me a fighting chance. One easy tip to get more out of the fences is to remember triangles, not lines. It adds an additional barrier of defense and slows teams just a bit more. And lastly guys, do not forget, Wattson's kit is designed so each aspect plays off another part. Use her passive, ult, and tactical in conjunction with each other to get the most out of her, control the engagement, and come out of the Outlands a champion. Thank you so much for being here guys, I really appreciate it. If you've not done so, please hit that subscribe button, as well as hit the like button if you have enjoyed the video, it really helps me out. Leave a comment if you have any more questions about Wattson, or if you have a suggestion for the next legend I'm going to do. I think next is Bangalore. Some of you guys have been asking for Lobo, which I think is a great idea. Leave a comment all the same. Make sure you check me out on Twitch to hang out with me live, and join the Discord to be a part of the community. Make sure you send this video to your favorite Wattson main. I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.
It's either that or I just can't hear. There's a portal right here.
Bro, right here. Oh my god, I fried him. I didn't miss a shot.
Yeah, I fried that guy too.
On top. That guy's lagging. Two of them. I need help, bro.
Oh, he punched me. Damn it. Oh, clutch. Don't let him thirsty, please.
This is two different teams. We gotta get inside.
Oh, dude. Oh my god. You just killed me. Dang it. You shouldn't have opened it, right?
I didn't open it.
Oh, never mind. Oh, he's cracked. He's cracked. We can hit him one time. There you go. Good shit, guys. Good shit, guys. Her reses are coming in clutch.
Yeah, she's honestly a pretty good lifeline.